All right, drivers out early. We got Tony on a 28,504. Tony picking up that Mojave ground just the other day. Any upgrades there, Tony? Axles, diffs, nothing? Box stock? Tony driving that box stocker right there, keeping it smooth and clean. Oh, Brady getting tangled up with Gabe. Oh, Tony runs it wide. That's how you lose an axle, Tony.
Left.
All right. All right, so we got Tony, Brady, and Gabe. That's your running order. All right, Brady out front, 26.5 flat. Tony, 26.5 flat as well. Brady with a 10.4. Tony with a 10.6. Gabe with a 11.3. All right, Tony back to the point, 27.509. Brady, 27.506. Brady rolls it. Oh, Terry rolls him over twice. All right, so we got Brady, Tony, and Gabe. That's your running order. With 2 down, 3 to go. Drives 2 down, 3. Oh, Tony gets taken out. Oh, is that an axle? No, I'm just kidding, just kidding.
3 minutes left.
All right, Tony, Brady, Gabe, that's your running order. All right, Brady to the point right there, 26.501. Tony, 26.509. Tony with that hot lap, 10 flat. All right, drivers with 2:15 on the clock. Drivers 2:15 left. Brady out front. Tony in the 2, Gabe in the 3. Brady on a 27.508. Tony 26.501. Gabe 26.511. Hot lap from Tony, 10 flat. Brady with a 10.3. All right, Brady driving one of those house rentals right there. That body looking a little worse for wear. Well, Brady keeping it smooth and clean right there. That red and black Mojave Grom right there on the back straightaway. All right, Brady, Tony, and Gabe. That's your running order with 130 yards, 130 left on the clock. All right, drivers.
1 minute left.
1 minute left, drivers. 4 down, 1 to go, drivers. 4 down, 1 to go. Your race leader, that's going to be Brady out front, 27.508. Tony, 26.503. Gabe, 26.509.
45 seconds left.
All right, drivers, 35 seconds left, drivers. 35 seconds left. Your race leader, Brady.
30 seconds
Hot lap
left.
10-2. We got Tony Hall with the hot lap of the race with a 10 flat. Gabe on a 10-7. Oh, caution sweeper, sweeper. Marshall.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 15 on the clock. 10 seconds left, drivers. Your race leader. That's going to be Brady out front. Tony in the 2, Gabe in the 3. Oh, Brady hasn't
Gabriel is done.
finished.
Racer X done.
Oh, man. Tony's done. Gabe is done.
All drivers are finished. Brady
Brady
Houston done.
finishes
The race
with
is
the
completed.
help of JJ right there. All right. Race number 2, Losi NASCARs. Losi NASCARs, you guys are up next.
Up next, race number 2. Lizzie NASCAR. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Luke Mendoza, Racer X, Ziggy, Mark Pena, Colin Gonzalez.
All right, I'm going to need some volunteer marshals. Both Brady and Tony. So I need Gabe and some volunteer marshals, please.
2 minutes to the start of the race. Ziggy. Luke Mendoza.
All right, guys, don't crash because there's no marshals.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Mark Pena. Racer X. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Colin Gonzalez.
All right, guys, I got only one marshal,
15
so
seconds
don't
to the start
crash.
of the race.
You gonna help out there, Albert? You got time? All right, George, I got 2 marshals. You guys ready? You guys ready? You good? You good? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep it smooth. Keep it clean. Colin, Mark, Luke, Tony, and Ziggy. Babe, I ate all the melons. I ate all the melon. All of it. No more left. All right, Tony out front, Ziggy in the 2, Colin in the 2, Ziggy in the 3, Mark in the 4, Luke in the 5,
4 minutes left.
and the last green grape. All right, Tony 35.04, Colin 29.504, Ziggy 28.5 flat, Mark 28.510, Luke 21.508. All right, Tony right there down the back straightaway, works his way through the fast chicane. Colin right there, just behind Colin to the point now. 29.5 flat. Colin driving that house rental. 9.2 that last time around. It's a good thing it's got those highly prepped tires, huh?
3 minutes left.
All right, Colin, Tony, Ziggy, Mark, and Luke. That's your running order. All right, Colin, Tony, and Ziggy. That's your running order. All right, Colin and Ziggy right there coming on the back straightaway. Colin looking for that inside line. Ziggy in that 2 spot. Tony in the 3, marking the 4. Luke in the 5. Oh, Colin rolls it right there.
Two minutes left.
All right, your race leader right there, Colin, 35.09, hot lap 9.2. Caution on the back straight. Colin, Ziggy, Tony, Mark, and Luke. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, your race leader right there, Colin. Driving that Bass Pro Shops entry. Got Ziggy with that number 8. Tony up to the 2 spot. Tony driving that all yellow RCHQ entry. Got Ziggy with that red with the yellow flames, that number 8 car. Who was number 8 anyway? Who? Mark Jackson. All right, Colin,
1 minute
Ziggy,
left.
Tony, Mark, and Luke. That's your running order.
$45 seconds left.
All right, drivers, with 45 seconds left. Drivers, your race leader, Colin, 35.06. Tony, 28.5 flat. Ziggy, 28.5 flat as well. That battle for that 2-3 spot on the grid.
30 seconds
Right there.
left.
Oh, Tony getting tangled up with young Luke right there.
$15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 15 on the clock. Colin, 35.05. Hot lap 9.17. Tony with a 9.6. Ziggy with a 9.8. Mark with a 9.7. Luke with a 11.7. With Colin, time has expired. Drivers, keep going. Your name is called. Done. Everyone is still live. Keep
Ziggy
going,
done.
drivers. Keep
Colin
going.
Gonzalez done.
Ziggy's done. Colin's done. Everyone else, keep going, drivers. Keep
Mark
going.
Pena
Everyone
done.
else still going. Mark is done. Tony is done.
Rchq done.
And Luke is done.
All
That is
drivers
your
are
race
finished.
drivers. Collins taking
Luke
out
Mendoza done.
35.04.
The race is completed. Up next, race
RCHQ
number 3.
secrets right there.
4 WDM class. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is James Johnson, Mark Pena, Jose Gomez, The Hair Minadier, Albert Wu, Colin Gonzalez, Luke Mendoza.
All right, against my better judgment, we got 7 drivers right here. 4-wheel drive M class.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Take some dual rate out. Take like 5% dual rate out. Hey, I'm gonna eat all the fruit. Body's too low in the front.
Colin Gonzalez. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. James Johnson. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Albert Wu. The Herminidier. Mark Pena. Jose Gomez.
All right. Luke's going to be out of this one, all right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Colin's already smirking right there. That body lipped up right there. What's going on over there? You need another O-ring? Uh-huh. Don't hit anything. I need Marshall's, Ziggy, Mark, and Luke. Luke's not racing because he's eating. Truck broke? There's no other truck? All right. All right, you guys all ready? You good? Albert? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep smooth, keep it clean. Colin's confident that he's in the sevens, firmly in the sevens, Colin says. Let's see the first lap out of the gate. 8-8, way off of that one. Oh, caution in the middle, caution in the middle. Oh. All right, so we got Colin, Mark, David, Albert, JJ, Jose, Luke out of this one. All right, we got Colin out front, David in 2, Albert in the 3, Mark in the 4, JJ in the 5. Jose getting some work done. Whoa,
4 minutes
whoa,
left.
whoa. Mark right there, driving that hatchback right there. All right, so we got Colin out front, 24, 34, 508. David in that 2 spot, Albert in the 3, JJ in the 4, Mark in the 5, Jose back out on track. All right, Colin, 8-2, Albert 8-2, David 8-7, Mark 8-3, JJ 8-7, Jose 8-4, Albert 8-2, Colin 8-1 right there. All right, Colin driving that pink and white. Oh, Albert on his side right there.
3 minutes left.
All right, so we got Colin, Albert, David, JJ, Mark, and Jose. That's your running order. David up to that number 2 spot now. Albert dropping to the 3. JJ into 4. All right, drivers with 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Colin out front. David in the 2, Albert in the 3, JJ in the 4. Mark in the 5, Jose in the 6. Colin 34.506 pace. David on the 33.503. Albert 32.502. JJ 32.502. Whoa, whoa, caution, caution. Caution in the middle. Oh, Colin upside down at Godzilla. Oh, track going to be in need of some immediate repair.
2 minutes left.
Oh, looks like Albert pops a ball cup right there. Oh, man. It was doing so good. Ball cup, ball cup. All right, Colin, JJ, Albert, David. Albert dropping to the basement. We got Colin, JJ in that 2 spot. JJ driving that to green and orange right there. Take him out, JJ. All right, we got Colin, 33.503. JJ, 32.502. Mark, 32.503. David, 31.502. Jose, 23.508. Albert out with a ball cup right there. See your race leader, Colin, with 1 minute left, drivers. 1 minute left on the clock. Your race leader is going to be that white with the pink.
1 minute left.
That car looking like it came out of a crash up derby right there. All right, so we got Colin,
45 seconds left.
JJ, Mark, David, Jose, and Albert with 45 seconds left, drivers. Hot laps right there. Colin with a 8.0. JJ with a 8.6. Mark 8.2. David 8.7.
30 seconds
Jose
left.
8.4. Albert 8.2. Oh, man.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 15 seconds on the clock. Drivers, keep smooth, keep it clean. Oh, Colin stuffs it right there. Oh, no. Yeah, you got the big bumper on there. You
The
should be
Hairman,
okay. All right. David's done.
Jose Gomez done.
Jose's done.
Gonzalez
Colin's done. JJ's
James
done.
Johnson done.
Mark
Mark
is
Pena
done.
All drivers are
Albert
finished.
is done. That is
The
your
race
race
is completed.
drivers. JJ taking out in 33.508. What's not your fault? What happened? All the links came off?
Up next,
Well, that's 'cause
race
you hit
number
the
4.
rail.
Euro Truck Expert. Heat 1 of 2.
Oh, the
Race
battery
order
came out.
is Scott Schluter, Luke Mendoza, Brady Houston, Gabe Reyes.
All right, Euro Truck experts, Scotty, Luke, Brady, and Gabe. You're up.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, I'm going to need marshals from the last race. Oh, Scotty's out of this one. All right. So it's going to be Scotty, Luke, Brady, and Gabe. You guys are up. I need marshals from the last race, please. It's going to be Colin, Mark, David, Jose, Albert. Marshals, please. Sure.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Brady Houston. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Gabe Reyes. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Luke Mendoza.
All right. You ready, Brady? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is
Scott
hot. Keep
Schluter.
it smooth, keep it clean.
Luke Mendoza. Brady Houston. Gabe
Where's my
Reyes.
marshals? Oh, 1, 2, 3. All right. Should be. All right, drivers. Brady out front, 35.05. Scotty out of this one. Hey, Scotty. I know a guy who's got a truck for sale. Huh? Oh, it's brand new, though. Like all brand new. All right, Brady, Gabe, Luke. That's your running
4 minutes
order.
left.
All right, Brady with the hot lap right there, 9-8. Your race leader right there, Brady out front, 35.08. Gabe on a 26, Luke on a 23. You see that, JJ? You see that? It just does it.
3 minutes left.
That's the price. That's the price you pay for going fast, right? All right, Brady, Gabe, and Luke. That's your running order. Brady hot lap 9-7. That last time around. All right, your race leader, Brady, Gabe, Luke. That's your running order. Brady, 29.503. Oh, lost some music right there.
Two minutes left.
All right, drivers Brady, 29,506. Gabe in that 2 spot. Luke in the 3. Scotty out. All right, drivers. Brady out front. Gabe in the 2. Luke in the 3. Oh, Brady on his side right there.
One minute left.
All right, drivers, your race leader right there, Brady. Hot lap 9-7. Gabe in that 2 spot. Luke in the 3.
45 seconds left.
All right, drivers, you're the lady. Less than 45 on the clock. Keep it smooth. Keep it clean. Coming up next, Euro Truck Heat 2 of 2.
Thirty seconds left.
All right, drivers with less than 20 on the clock. Drivers, keep it smooth, keep it clean, keep going. Your name is called. Done.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, time has expired. Drivers, keep going. Your name is called. Done. And we're still live. Keep going, drivers, keep going.
Gabe Ray is done.
Gabe is done.
Brady Houston done.
Brady's done. And Luke is
All drivers are
done.
finished.
That is your race, drivers.
Luke
Brady
Mendoza
taking
done.
that one.
The race is completed.
28,507.
Up next, race number 5. Euro Truck Expert. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is James Johnson, The Hair Minutier, Terry Callow, Jose Gomez, Ziggy. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Jose Gomez, Terry Callow.
I need marshals from that last race, please. It's going to be Gabe and Luke. Marshals, please. Huh?
1 minute to the start of the race.
Brady's working.
James Johnson. 45 seconds to the start of the race. The Hair Minutier.
All right. We got them all checked in. You guys all ready?
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers. Bridge is hot. Drivers, bridge is
James
hot. Keep it
Johnson.
smooth. Keep it clean.
The Hair Minutier. Terry Callow. Jose Gomez. Ziggy.
All right, JJ out early. Hot lap 9.3. Time to beat is going to be Brady's 28,507. JJ on a 32,505. JJ driving that all orange truck. All right, looks like we need a complete track repair after this race. All right, so we got, David off track right there, puts it in the corner. It's a good thing you got Luke over there. Nobody else would have been able to get in there. All right, we got JJ out front, 31.509. David, 28.510.
4 minutes left.
Jose, 29.510. Terry, 24.512. Oh, caution on the back straight drivers. JJ, 30.505. Jose, 29.507. David, 24.507. Terry, 24.512. Ziggy, not counting. Ziggy, JJ, Jose, David, Terry not counting now.
Three minutes left.
All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Drivers 2 down, 3 to go. JJ 35.01. Jose 29.503. David 26.503. Terry not counting. Or is he? Terry not counting. Ziggy not counting either. All right, JJ, Jose, David, Terry, and Ziggy. That's your running order. JJ 35 flat, hot lap 9.5. Jose 29.502, David 27.507.
2 minutes left.
All right, JJ 31.509. All right, let's see Ziggy right there. Nope, still not counting Ziggy. There, you counted that time. That's crazy. All right, JJ, Jose, David, and Ziggy. That's your running order. JJ 31.508. That all orange truck right there holding on that number 1 spot. Getting a bit squirrely right there, rocking that 9.5
1
hot
minute
lap.
left.
Jose with a 9.7. David with a 9.8. Ziggy with a 10 flat. All right. Oh, Ziggy. That's a 28-second lap, Ziggy.
45 seconds left.
Oh, there you go. Ziggy with a 9.9. All right, drivers with 35 seconds left. Drivers 35 seconds left. Your race leader, JJ 31.509.
30 seconds
Jose
left.
29.5 flat. David 28.510. And Ziggy out there breaking in that transponder. Uh-oh. Ziggy right there coming across the line right there with a 10.2.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers less than 15 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds left. Your race leader, JJ 35 flat. Jose 29.501. David 28.508. And Z right there across the line. All right, drivers, keep it smooth, keep it clean. Keep going. Your name is called done. Everyone is still live. Even
Jose
after
Gomez
the tone.
done.
Jose's done.
The Hair Minutier done.
David is
James
done.
Johnson
JJ's done. And Ziggy is done. That is your race, drivers.
The race is completed.
JJ taking that one 31,509. Track is open for practice. 6:41 right now. All right, drivers, we're going to start round number 2 at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, round 2. Scotty, no car? You're out? No Euro truck, you're out?
Up next, race number 1. Box
All
stock
right, guys, I had
Mojave.
to split
Heat
up
1 of 1. Race order
four-wheel
is
drive M class. It's
Brady
going to be
Houston,
box stock
Racer
Mojaves.
X, Gabe Reyes.
Followed by four-wheel drive M class. And then NASCAR. And then Euro trucks. All right, drivers, round 2, 7 o'clock. Round 2 at 7 o'clock.
Ziggy. $30.8. Ziggy. 3-3. 4-5. 4-1. Racer X. Racer X. $48.5.
All right, Mojave Groms, you guys are up. Mojave Groms, you guys are up. It's going to be Brady, Tony, and Gabe.
13-2. Currently up, race number 1. Box stop
All
Mojave.
right, Brady, Tony,
Heat 1
and
of
Gabe,
1.
you guys are up.
Race order is
Round 2,
Brady Houston.
qualifying round number
Racer
2.
X. Gabe Reyes.
We're going to be getting our 2 rounds of qualifying and a round of mains. I need JJ, Jose, and David out to Marshall.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
JJ, Jose, and David out to Marshall. Oh, I need to fix that thing over there.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Gabe Reyes.
All right, Brady, Tony, and Gabe. Brady, you can make it? Yep. All right.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, time to beat's going to be. Oh, dang it. Oh, man. I just dropped one of my apples.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Brady
All right,
Houston.
time to beat's going to be Brady's 27-5-11. Huh? Oh, what? You good, Brady? All right. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Brady out. Brady, Tony, and Gabe. Time to beat's going to be Brady's 27-5-11.
4 minutes left. Gabe Reyes. Gabe Reyes.
All right. Brady out front, 27-5-10, 28-5-10.
3 minutes left.
Gabe on a 25-5-08. Tony, 25-5-12. All right. Tony right there looking for that shortcut. All right. Up next going to be M Class 1 and 2. M Class 1 and 2. All right, Brady, Gabe, and Tony. That's your running order.
Two minutes left.
All right, drivers, Brady out front. Gabe in a 2, Tony in a 3. Brady, 26-5-02, falling out of TQ pace right there. Got Tony with that hot lap, though, 9-7. All right, drivers, your race leader right there is going to be Brady out front. Gabe in a 2, Tony in a 3. All right, looks like Brady looking
1 minute
for more
left.
steering. Are you sauced up, Brady? Need to sauce up. You do.
45 seconds left.
Oh, to give you more steering. Losing it.
30 seconds left.
Gale
All right,
Force
Brady,
Raceway.
Gabe, Tony.
Hey RCHQ. Texas Racing, right?
Yes. Yes, we are. Is that Gale Force Raceway?
15 seconds left.
All right, Brady out front, 26-5-05. Tony, 25-5-03. Gabe, 25-5-04. All right, drivers' time has expired. Drivers, keep going. Your name is called. Done. Everyone is
Racer
still
X done.
alive. Tony's
Gabe
done.
Reyes
Brady's done. Gabe's
All
done. That's your
drivers
race
are finished.
drivers.
Brady Houston done. The race is completed.
All drivers done. Brady taken out in
Gale Force
26-5-02.
Raceway. Very cool. Was that over the loudspeaker?
Yes, it is. It is out over the loudspeaker. All right, drivers up next. Going
Up
to
next,
be
race number 2.
Brady,
4WDM
Tony,
class.
and Gabe.
Heat 1 of
Wait,
2.
no. Sorry,
Race
this is going to be
order
Jose,
is
Albert, and
Jose
Luke.
Gomez, Albert Wu, Luke Mendoza.
I need Brady, Gabe, Marshall, please.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Gale Force Raceway. Very nice setup then. I'd be terrified of spammers though.
We get them every once in a while,
Gale
but
Force
no big
Raceway.
deal.
Good luck, racers.
Thank you very much. Looks like you got to add some dual rate back now. Did you not sauce the whole front this time? Halfway? All right, all right. We're splitting it up this time around. Got Jose, Albert, and Luke. Jose, Albert, and Luke. You got to let out a little bit earlier, Albert. You got to foresee the corner.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Maybe.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Whoa. All right, come on. I need
30 seconds to the start of the race.
marshals, please. Gabe and some volunteers. Marshals, please.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
Brady, how did TJ, how did the duct tape work? Oh, perfect. All right, waiting on Jose and Luke. What happened? Where are they at? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, looks like Albert and Jose. Just two of them this time around. All right, let's get Jose checked. Albert, don't stop right there.
Jose Gomez.
Oh, whoa. Oh, man. What happened? Is it good? Is it off? Albert? Is it okay? All right, you guys ready? All right, drivers, all right. Bridge is hot, drivers, bridge is hot. Marshals. It's only one marshal, actually. It's going to be Gabe only. Oh, man, you broke it already? Oh, man. Check it. Man, oh, man. Right out of the gate. All right, Jose, Albert. Jose on a 34.501 pace right there. $35,507. Is it hitting the foam?
4 minutes left.
Oh, take some door rate out. Take some door rate out. Take door rate out so it doesn't touch the. All right, Jose, Albert, and Luke. I mean, it's pretty easy that way, you know. Just saying. All right, Jose, Albert, and Luke. That's your running order. We're gonna have to trim some of that bumper off again. Huh? What? You're supposed to be marshaling. You got to marshal 2 races in a row now because you didn't make the race. You're helping out Pops, man. Uh-oh, looks like Jose lost a part of his body.
Three minutes left.
All right, Jose Albert finally back out on track. All right, Jose Albert and Luke. Luke missing out on this one. All right, drivers 230 down, 220 left on the clock. Jose 34, 505, 503. Albert 15, 520.
Two minutes left.
Oh, Albert almost hits that outside rail. All right, so we got Jose out front, Albert in the 2. All right, Jose with 8-3, Albert with 8-6. Albert 8-4 that last time around. All right, M class, heat 2 of 2. You guys are up next. All right, Jose and Albert. Jose 8-3, Albert 8-4.
1 minute left. "45 seconds left.
All right, Jose, Albert, and Luke. Uh-oh. What's hanging out of that thing now? The charge cable.
30 seconds left.
All right, Jose, Albert, and Luke. I'm going to cut some of that bumper back, I guess.
15
That's better
seconds
than
left.
breaking something. Oh, okay. All right, Jose, Albert, and Luke. That's your running order. Jose, 34, 503 pace. CQ pace right there. Hot lap 8-3. Jose
All drivers are
all
finished.
by himself
Jose
right
Gomez
there.
done. The race is completed.
Jose taking it 34, 504. All drivers done. All right, JJ, Colin, Mark, and David, you guys are up.
Up next, race number 3. 4WDM class. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is James Johnson, Colin Gonzalez, Mark Pena. The
All
Hair
right,
Meteor.
JJ, Colin, Mark, and David.
Colin Gonzalez, Mark Pena.
Hey, Mark, you need to get a bumper. All right, I need marshals from the last race, please. It's going to be Jose,
2
Albert,
minutes
and
to the
Luke.
start of the race.
Jose, Albert, and Luke.
The Hair Meteor. James Johnson.
Jose, Albert, and Luke, I need you guys to marshal, please. Hey, Colin, don't be using none of my signature moves there, buddy. No, no, no. You you were behind me, and
1 minute
and
to the start of
you
the race.
you made push me wide. All right, drivers. All right, drivers. Bridge is hot. Drivers, bridge is hot. Time to beat's gonna be Jose's 34,504. Got JJ, Colin, Mark, and David. All right, we got Colin out early. No, David out early. 36,506. Coming from David right there down the back straightaway. Oh, David getting grabbing a rail right there in the fast chicane. It's gonna be David, Mark, Colin, JJ. All right, David right there. Mark to the point now. Colin in the 2. JJ in the 3. Colin to the point now. Mark in the 2. JJ in the 3. David in the 4. All right, so we got Mark out front, 8 flat. Colin 8-4. JJ 8-4. David 8-5.
4 minutes left.
All right, Colin. Looks like Mark's got the right gearing on. Now his car is going the right speed. Although Mark's got all that aluminum bits and pieces on his car. All right, we got Mark out front, JJ in the 2, Colin in the 2, JJ in the 3, David in the 4, Mark, Colin, and JJ. Dicing up for that 1, 2, and 3 spot right there. Anything can happen. Oh, Colin grabbing that rail right there, getting a little bit greedy. Oh, maybe that traction compound might not have been the right answer. Yeah, a little bit too much to the rear now, huh? All right, we got Mark out front, 8 flat, JJ 8-4, Colin 8-3, David 8-5.
Three minutes left.
All right, oh, David right there, grabbing a rail. All right, you guys know that there are carts and bumpers in stock, right? They are $9.99. Looks like there's only one left right there. All right, Mark, JJ, Colin, and David, that's your running order. Oh, caution on the back straight, clear. All right, JJ to the point, 35,504. Colin, 35,506. Mark, 34,503. David, 33,507. Hot lap right there. Mark Pena, 8-0. Colin, 8-1. JJ, 8-4. David, 8-5. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good at all. All right, drivers 3 down, 2 to go. Drivers 3
2
down, 2
minutes
to
left.
go. Colin out front now, 35,504. JJ in that 2 spot, marking a 3. David out. A little bit of a gear issue. All right, drivers 140 left. Drivers 140 left. Your race leader, Colin out front. JJ in the 2, marking a 3. Oh, Mark running a little bit wide right there. Uh-oh. Mark losing a little bit of rear grip. Are you still on gear diff and ball diff? But gear in the back? Okay.
1 minute left.
It seemed to be pretty good. What pinion are you on? All right, Colin, JJ, Mark, and David.
45
That's your running
seconds left.
order. Colin, 35,505. JJ, 35,506. Mark, 34,505. With 35 seconds left, drivers, 35 seconds left. Your race leader, Colin.
30
Hot
seconds
lap
left.
8-1. JJ, 8-4. Mark with an 8 flat. David with an 8.5. Coming up next, Losi NASCARs. You guys are up next.
Oh, 15 seconds left.
Man. Oh, man. All right, Colin, JJ, Mark, David. That's your running order. All right. Drivers, time has expired. Drivers, keep going. Your name is called. Done. Everyone's still alive. Keep going. Colin
James
is
Johnson
done. JJ's done.
All drivers are
Mark's
finished.
done. That's your race
Mark
drivers.
Pena
Colin
done.
taking out
The race is
1:35.502 with a hot lap of a 8:033. Wah, wah, wah.
Up next, race number 4. Losi NASCAR.
Huh?
Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Colin Gonzalez, Racer X,
Something.
Ziggy,
You got to do
Mark
something.
Pena, Luke Mendoza.
I don't think that one's going to be ready anytime soon. It's printing, but
Ziggy,
hey, all you got to do, Albert, all you got,
Racer
you can
X.
put the other bumper back on it. But all you got to do is not crash it. It's pretty easy.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
All right, Colin, Tony, Ziggy, Mark, and Luke. You guys are up. I need marshals from the last race. JJ, Mark. Oh, Mark's up. And David. Uh-oh. That's not good. What happened? Uh-oh. Melinda broke it? TJ broke it? Wasn't TJ. All right. Waiting on Colin, Mark, and Luke. Melinda touched it last.
Luke Mendoza. One minute to the start of the race. Colin Gonzalez. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Mark Pena.
All right, I got them all checked, and I got 1, 2.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
JJ. Hook it up. I need a marshal. Thank you. All right, drivers. You guys ready? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot. Drivers, bridge is hot. Time to beat is going to be Colin's 35:04. Colin doing triple duty right there, or double duty. Colin right there driving that. Too much traction compound on the front right there, Colin. No compound, really. You got to be smoother then. All right, let's see. Out front, early on, Tony, 35 flat. Mark on a 29, Ziggy 27, Luke 26, Colin 28. All right. We got Tony right there, that all yellow, holding it down in that number 1 spot. Mark in the 2. Mark driving that number 34 car right there down the back straightaway, works his way through the sweeper. Colin driving that number... What number is that? Number 19 right there, that Bass Pro Shop entry.
4 minutes left.
So we got Tony, Mark, Greg, Ziggy, Colin, and Luke. Oh, caution on the back straight. Caution, caution. Clear. All right, drivers. 130 down, drivers. 3:30 to go. We got Tony out front, Colin up to that 2 spot, Mark in the 3, Ziggy in the 4, Luke in the 5. Tony on that TQ pace right there. That all yellow car on TQ pace. If you see him coming, please step aside. Oh, Colin running right in the back of Ziggy right there. Sorry, it was Tony right in the back of Ziggy. Colin going to be running right in the back of Colin here in just a little bit. All right, so we got Tony, Colin, and Ziggy. That's your 1, 2, and 3. Yellow car in the lead. Ziggy in
3
that 2
minutes
spot.
left.
That yellow, red with the yellow flames. Oh, everybody getting all tangled up right there. I just don't understand. All right, drivers, Tony, Colin, Ziggy, Mark, and Luke. That's your running order. Oh, Colin getting through right there, coming up around Godzilla, up around the outside of Mark, trying to get by. Ducks up the inside of there. Mark getting a little bit squirrely. It's like Mark needs some traction compound. All right, drivers, 2:15 left. Drivers, 2:15 left. We got Tony out front. Colin in the 2, Ziggy in the 3, Mark in the 4, Luke in the 5. Coming up next, Euro Trucks. Euro Trucks, 1 of 2. You guys are up next.
2 minutes
All right,
left.
we're going to do a track repair before Euro Truck. Oh, Tony getting tangled up right there with Luke. All right, so it's going to be Colin to the point now. After that rough start, Colin on 29.5, flat out 35.09. Colin about half a second, about 5 seconds out of TQ pace. All right, Colin drive that number 19 entry, getting side by side with Ziggy. Looking up the inside, that's your 1, 2, 3 right there. Colin, Ziggy, and Tony. Oh, Colin getting up on 2, puts Tony in a penalty box. Oh, man, that was a rough one right there. Oh, Tony getting stuck. All right, Colin, 35.07 pace with 1 minute left on the clock. There's 1 minute left. Your race leader right there, that number 19. All right, Colin, Ziggy, Mark, Tony, and Luke. That's your running order.
$30 left.
This is Colin's. This is the one that goes on that car. All right, Colin, Ziggy, Mark, Tony, and Luke. That's your running order. Oh, man.
15 seconds left.
Track goes right there. All right, Colin, Ziggy, Mark, and Tony. All right, drivers, time has expired. Drivers, keep going. Your name is called done. Everyone's still live.
Colin
Keep going, drivers,
done.
keep going. Colin is done.
Rchq done.
Tony's done.
Ziggy done. Mark Pena
Ziggy's done. Mark's done. Just waiting on Luke.
All drivers are finished.
All drivers done.
Luke
That is your
Mendoza
race,
done.
drivers.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 5. Euro Truck Expert. Heat 1 of 2. Race order is Gabe Bobby Reyes, Luke Mendoza, Ziggy, Terry Callow, Scott Schluter. Two minutes to the start of the race. Gabe Bobby Reyes. Terry Callow. Ziggy.
All right, I need my marshals from that last race, please.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Mark, and Luke's in this one. All right, marshals, please. Marshals?
45 seconds to the start of the race.
We got cars upside down everywhere. We got no marshals. Looks like we got 2 cars upside down.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, all right. Time to beat's going to be that 31.509 set back in round 1 from JJ. We're running a little bit behind schedule right now. Just saying.
Luke Mendoza.
Huh? We're behind. We're at least 5 minutes behind schedule, if not 10.
Terry Callow.
All right. You going to make it, Gabe?
Luke Mendoza. Ziggy.
Gabe's not going to make it? All right. If anybody's in need of a Euro truck, I know there's one for sale. It's like brand new. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The track is black. The white rails are the enemy. All right. Let's see. You ready, Gabe?
Gabe Bobby Reyes.
All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. Keep it off
Luke
the
Mendoza.
rails. Keep it in the middle of the track.
Ziggy. Terry Callow.
We got Luke checked, Ziggy checked, Gabe and Terry. All right, drivers. Ziggy, Terry, Gabe, and Luke. That's your running order. Time to beat's going to be JJ's 31.509. We got Terry 26.508. Gabe 25.502.
Four minutes left.
All right, drivers, your race leader right there is going to be Terry out front with 1 down, 4 to go. Drivers, 1 down, 4 to go. We got Terry, 26.509. Gabe, 25.501. Luke, 25.507. Ziggy, 24.502. Ziggy had, looks like a missed lap right there, Ziggy. Got a 20 lap. Another 20. Where's the transponder? In the middle. Is it outside of the body? All right, drivers, your race leader, Terry, out front, gave it a 2, Luke in a 3,
3
Ziggy
minutes
in a
left.
4. All right, Terry, 26,509, Gabe, 25,502, Luke, 25,510, Ziggy, let's see, 1, 2. All right, we got Ziggy, 29,510 pace right there, Terry, 26,508, Gabe, 25,507, Luke, 25,511. All right, Ziggy, your race leader right there is going to be that red with the yellow flames in that number 1 spot. Ducks up the inside of Luke right there, blue with the yellow flames. Oh, Ziggy grabs a rail right there.
2 minutes left.
All right, so we got Ziggy 28.5 flat pace, Terry 25.501, Gabe on a 25.506, Luke 24.5 flat. All right, Ziggy, Terry, Gabe, and Luke, that's your running order. Oh, caution, caution, drivers. All right, Ziggy, 29.509. Take it easy, Hermano. See you later. All right, Ziggy, Terry, Gabe, and Luke, that's your running order. Oh, caution, caution. All
1 minute
right,
left.
we got Ziggy, 29.508 pace. Terry, 25.509. Gabe now 25.509. Terry
45 seconds
25.510.
left.
Luke 24.510. All right, drivers, your
30
race
seconds
leader
left.
right there is going to be Ziggy, 29.509 pace right there. Gabe in that 2 spot. Terry in the 3, Luke in the 4. All right.
15 seconds left.
Euro Trucks, Heat 2 of 2. You guys are up next. Make sure you guys are ready. All right, drivers, less than 5 seconds on the clock. Drivers, keep it moving, keep it clean. Keep going. Your name is called done. Everyone is still alive, even after the tone.
Luke Mendoza done.
All right, Luke's done. Hey, Albert.
Ziggy done.
Ziggy's
Gabe
done.
Reyes done.
Gabe's done. And Terry
All drivers are
is
finished.
done. That is your race
Terry
driver.
Callow
Ziggy
done.
taking that one,
The race is
28.509.
completed.
Albert, take some of that gray foam and glue it. Extend the bump. Put it on the corners. Yeah. Just use the tire glue. All right, Ziggy, Gabe, Terry, and Luke. You guys are up next. Oh. Yeah,
Up next,
sorry.
race number 6.
Up next, JJ, Jose,
Eurotruck
Brady,
expert.
and
Heat
David.
2 of 2. Race order is
I need
James Johnson,
Ziggy, Gabe,
Jose Gomez,
Terry, and Luke. Out
Brady
to Marshall,
Houston,
please. Marshall,
Hairman here.
please. Is it where's the clear bulb? Not the light.
The Hairminidier.
It's the clear bulb. Yeah.
2 minutes to the start of
it's
the
the
race.
clear bulb that needs to be showing.
James Johnson.
All right, we got JJ check, David check, waiting on Jose and Brady. Looks like Brady not going to make this one. Brady's not even in the house. Caught where?
One minute to the start of the race. Jose Gomez. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers, JJ, Jose, Brady, David. All right, where's my marshals? I got Luke. I got Gabe, Terry. All right, here comes Ziggy.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers. All good? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot.
James
Brady
Johnson.
missing out on this one.
Jose Gomez. Brady Houston. The Hair Minutier.
All right, drivers, your race leader right there out of the gate, JJ 35 flat right there, hot lap 98. Jose in that 2 spot, David in the 3. That time to beat's going to be JJ's 31.509.
Four minutes left.
All right, drivers, your race leader right there, JJ 35 flat, lap 97. Jose in that 2 spot, 29.5 flat, David 29.508. All right, Jose, JJ, Jose, David, and Brady. All right, Jose, JJ, David. That's your running order right there. Jose 35.10, JJ 29.502. JJ getting it up on 2 wheels right there. A little bit of basketball
3
action
minutes
going
left.
on that rear. You need to add some weight to the rear of that thing, JJ. Oh, David grabs a rail right there. JJ taking him out. All right, so we got Jose out front, 35.08 pace right there. Give me Jose Gomez right there. That's silver with the orange, red. Looks like that Scott Kellum burnt orange. Maybe a little bit more burnt orange than the burnt orange. Oh, what do we got here? kind of wheels you got on there, David? What kind of wheels are
2
those
minutes
on
left.
there? Well, what tires? All right, Jose, JJ, David, and Brady. That's your running order. Your race leader right there, Jose 3507, JJ 3508. JJ closing that gap, that all orange with the chromies right there down the back straightaway. All right, that silver and red right there. Still holding on to that number 1 spot. Making a small mistake. Let's see if JJ closes that gap now. Jose 3507, JJ 3506 now. JJ to the point. Jose dropping to the 2, just 1/10 of a second back from JJ.
1 minute left.
Jose right there bumping up to that number 1 spot once again, jumping up 7/100ths of a second. We got Jose, JJ, David. That's your running order.
45 seconds left.
All right, drivers, Jose, JJ, David, and Brady. That's
30
your running
seconds left.
order. Jose, that's silver and red right there down the back straightaway. JJ in that 2 spot, that all orange truck right there. Still just off a TQ pace right there. JJ jumping up to that number 1 spot once again. 3505, Jose, 3505, David on a 28,501. All right, drivers, as time has expired, drivers, keep going. Your name is called, done. Everyone is still
The
live.
Harriman
Keep
here,
going,
done.
drivers, keep going. David is done.
James Johnson done.
JJ's done.
All drivers are finished.
Jose is done.
Jose
That is your
Gomez
race, drivers.
done.
Jose taking
The
out
race
on
is completed.
3504. All right, drivers. Track is over for practice while I set up the mains. Is Luke going to be able to make M class? All right. Race number 1 is going to be Euro Truck. I can tell you that much. Euro Truck B main, race number 1.
Up next, race number 1. Euro Truck Expert. B main. Race order is Gabe Bobby Reyes, Terry Callow, Luke Mendoza.
All right, drivers. It is going to be Euro Truck B main, Gabe, Terry, and Luke. I'm going to take 2 bumps to the ace sort right there, and then race 2 is going to be NASCAR, followed by Box Stock Mojave, then M Class, and then the A main. It is 8 o'clock right now. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. Is that enough time? 5 minutes, Luke? Yep, good. All right. All right, guys. Gabe, Terry, and Luke, you guys are up in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Is that enough time, Gabe?
Gabe Bobby Reyes. Twelve flat.
All right, Gabe, Terry, and Luke. All right, I need marshals.
flat.
It's going to be Ziggy, David, Jose, and JJ. Marshals, please. Ooh, Scotty, you're looking pretty tired.
12-6.
You need to get your feet up, and your hands behind your head. Dude, whenever I'd come back from Asia, right around 4 o'clock,
13-3.
just like for half an hour, out. We should just go take some. All right. I got JJ's out there chomping at the bit right there. He's like, come on, man, chop, chop. Gate Terry and Luke. Come on, Luke. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. All right, it's going to be between Gabe, Terry, and Luke. I'm taking 2 of these drivers to the 8th sort. 2. I'm taking 2nd and 3rd. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right. Huh? Where?
Luke Mendoza.
All right. Track's closed. Track's closed. Stop. 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 Track's closed. Track's closed.
Terry
A
Callow.
little bit of a track repair right here. All right, all good? All right, driver track's open, driver track's open. Let's get them checked in. All right, you guys ready? All good? All right, driver's track's closed. Track's closed, driver's track's closed. All right, let's get them lined up on pole. Oh, hold on. On pole is going to be Gabe Reyes. And that number 2 spot's going to be Terry Callow. And that number 3 spot, it's going to be Luke Mendoza. All right, all right. All right, let's see.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Right, drivers. All right, drivers ready. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. We're racing Rchq B main on its own. All right, Gabe out to a nice clean start right there. Terry in tow. Terry looking for a way by Gabe early on. Terry puts it on the side right there. That's going to put Luke out to that number 1 spot now. Luke right there. That's coming out around Godzilla down the back straight through the sweeper. Leading it out right there. Lap number 1. Your race leader right there, Luke Mendoza. Terry in the 2, Gabe in the 3. All right, Gabe up to that 2 spot now. Gabe and Terry right there, dicing it up, working their way around Godzilla. Terry looking for a way by. Down the back straightaway goes your 2-3 battle. All the while, your race leader, Luke, keeping it smooth and clean, keeping it in the middle right there. Down the back straightaway. Luke holding it down in that number 1 spot. Gabe in the 2, Terry in the 3. Gabe and Terry racing it up right there. 4.1 seconds back from your race leader. It's going to be Luke out front. Gabe
4
in the
minutes
2.
left.
Terry, oh, Terry puts it on his side right there. That's going to allow Luke to work his way around, getting through right there. So we got Gabe. Gabe feeling that pressure. I see a bead of sweat right there on his forehead. Luke right there holding it down in that number 1 spot. Gabe in the 2, Terry in the 3. All right, Luke right there chattering his way around Godzilla, still keeping it smooth and clean. Luke's got a huge smile on his face right there. Uh-oh. Gabe getting tangled up. Oh, Terry getting tangled up. So we got, let's see, 3.6 seconds separating first and second. Luke coming up under the bridge. Here comes Gabe. Looks like it's going to be 3.4 seconds now. Luke losing 2/10. Oh, Luke grabs the rail. Gabe grabs the rail. Might be status quo as they come around. Oh, Gabe stuffs it right there. Coming around to King Kong. We got Luke still holding it down out front. Gabe in that 2 spot, 3.9 seconds now, separating first and second. Gabe putting the throttle
left.
down right there. Here comes Luke down the back straightaway. Here comes Gabe coming up under the bridge. Luke getting tangled up right there as he works his way around, looking for a way by Terry. Gabe trying to close that gap right there. Luke out front, 2.2 seconds in front of Gabe. Terry in that 3 spot, 8.8 seconds. We got Luke out front, Gabe in the 2. Uh-oh. Gabe to the point now. Gabe taking over that lead. Luke dropping down just a little bit. So we got Gabe right there on the backside of Terry. Terry, that's your race leader. Terry putting the brakes on right there. Gabe trying to find a way around. Here comes Luke. Luke looking for a way by Gabe. Down the back straightaway. Luke tries to cut it just a little bit too tight right there. Grabs the rail, grabs that corner dot.
2 minutes
Losing
left.
just a little bit of time right there. 7:10 separating first and second. Let's see what the gap is this time around. Luke coming across the line, 2.4 seconds back from your race leader, Gabe. We got Gabe, Luke, and Terry. That's your running order. Gabe finally finding a way around Terry right there. Luke down the back straightaway through the sweeper section. We got Gabe, Luke, and Terry. That's your running order. Coming up next, Low-C NASCARs. Low-C NASCARs, you guys are up next. Gabe, Luke, and Terry. Your race leader right there, Gabe. 5:11 pace. 4.3 seconds up on Luke. Luke closing that gap now, 2.1 seconds as he works his way around, Godzilla out onto the back straightaway once again. We got Gabe out front, Luke in
1
the
minute
2.
left.
Luke trying to close that gap now, 2.6 seconds separating first and second. Luke running it a bit wide. Keep it in the middle, Luke. Keep it in the middle. Keep it smooth and clean. Luke right there trying to close that gap now, 2.6 seconds.
45 seconds left.
Still separating your race leader and your number 2. With 40 seconds left, 40 seconds left. Here comes Luke right there, 2.3 seconds. Oh, Luke grabs that corner dot right there.
30 seconds left.
There's a big red and white candy striped curb coming around that thing. All right, we got Gabe, Luke, and Terry. That's your running order. With 15 seconds left, 15 seconds left. Your race leader, Gabe, holding it down. Luke in that 2 spot, Terry in the 3. All right, drivers, as time has expired, drivers, Luke gets caught at the line. Your race leader right there, Gabe, taking the win.
Gabe done.
And Terry in the number 3 spot. All
All
right,
drivers
all
finished.
drivers done.
Terry
Gabe
Callow done.
and Luke
The race is completed.
make the bump. Terry in that 3 spot. I need Gabe, Luke, and Terry to the winner's circle, please. All right, your Gabe, Luke, and Terry. Race number 3.
Up next, race number 2. Lizzie NASCAR. A main. Race order is Colin Gonzalez, Ziggy.
All right,
Racer
Losi
X,
NASCARs.
Mark
You guys
Pena,
are up next.
Luke
Colin,
Mendoza.
Greg, Tony, Mark, and Luke. All right.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Luke. Chop, chop. Chop, chop.
Colin Gonzalez. Ziggy. Racer X. Mark Pena. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, Colin, Ziggy, Tony. Luke, you going to make it? Chop, chop.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Hey, while your dad's waiting on your car, we need to do some jumping jacks, okay?
30 seconds to the start of the race.
No? Jumping jacks until your car's ready. You got to get the heart rate up.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Luke
Whoa.
Mendoza.
All right, drivers, I need marshals from that last race, please. It's going to be Gabe and Terry. I think maybe Albert can help out. All right, drivers. Losi NASCAR, A main on pole, Colin Gonzalez. In that number 2 spot, we got Ziggy. In that number 3 spot, we got Tony Hall. In that number 4 spot, it's going to be Mark Pena. In that number 5 spot, it's going to be Luke Mendoza. All right, drivers, all right. We got them all lined up. We got marshals. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. We're racing. Losi NASCAR, A main, 5 minutes on the tone. All right, Colin with a nice clean start right there. Ziggy in tow. Tony getting tangled up right there with the Mark and Luke. Well, your race leader right there. Oh, Ziggy carrying that corner speed through that turn 1 sweeper. Or Ziggy almost running right in the back of Colin right there. All right, Colin lacking a little bit of corner speed. Ziggy's got it, though. All right, so let's see. We got Colin out front now. Ziggy in it, too. Luke right there. That's your race leader. Colin now stretching that lead out. We had Ziggy in that 2 spot, Mark in the 3, Tony in the 4, Luke in the 5. Oh, Tony grabbing a rail. All right, so we got Colin Ziggy, Tony, Mark, and Luke. That's your running order.
4 minutes left.
All right, drivers, with 4 minutes left, drivers calling out front. Ziggy in the 2, Tony in the 3, Mark in the 4, Luke in the 5. All right, let's see your race leader. Oh, your race leader getting tangled up right there with Luke. That's going to allow Ziggy to close that gap now, working his way through the sweeper. Ziggy looking for a way by Luke. Luke giving Ziggy a little bit of a push right there. Ziggy pushes Luke right back. So we got Colin out front, Ziggy in the 2, Mark in the 3, Tony in the 4, Luke in the 5 spot. Your race leader, Colin, 31.508, hot lap 9.27. All right, Colin, hot lap 9.1
3
now.
minutes
Last
left.
time around, Colin driving that number 19 Bass Pro Shop entry right there. Uh-oh, Tony in the penalty box. All right, so we got Colin, Ziggy, Mark, Tony, and Luke. That's your running order with your race leader right there, Colin. In that number 1 spot, Ziggy in the 2, Mark in the 3, Tony in the 4, Luke in the 5. No close battles as we speak. Oh, looks like Tony pulling out of this one. All right, Colin, Ziggy, Mark, Tony, and Luke. That's your running order. All right, caution, drivers.
2
Luke
minutes
right there
left.
getting tangled up. Ziggy right there down the back straightaway in that number 2 spot. We got Colin in that number 1. Colin out front. Ziggy in the 2, Mark in the 3, Luke in the 4, Tony out. All right, Colin out front, 31.503, Ziggy 30.504, marking that 3 spot. Luke in the 4, Tony out of this one. Coming up next, Box Stock Mojaves. Box Stock Mojaves, you guys are up next. Get them ready. That's you, Brady. All right, Colin out front. Ziggy in that 2 spot, Mark in the 3, Luke in the 4.
1 minute left.
Tony in the 5. All right. Oh, your race leader right there grabs that rail. Gets put
45
up on his
seconds left.
side right there. That's going to allow Ziggy to close that gap. Let's see what the gap is. All right. 6.6 seconds. Ziggy with that number 8 car right there.
30
Got
seconds
Colin
left.
with that number 19 Bass Pro Shop. We got Colin, Ziggy, Mark, and Luke. That's your running order.
15 seconds left.
All right, Colin out front. Ziggy in the 2, Mark in the 3 with 5 seconds left on the clock, drivers. Your race leader working his way through that fast chicane, coming up off the hairpin, grabbing that the cowbell. Time has expired,
Ziggy done.
drivers. Ziggy is done. Colin taking
Mendoza
the
done.
win.
Colin
Luke
Gonzalez
is done.
All drivers are finished.
All drivers done.
Mark
That is your
Pena.
race, drivers.
The
Colin
race is
taking the
complete.
win, 31.506.
Up next,
Yeah, but
race
that's
number
like
3.
diluted.
Box Stock Mojave. A main. Race order is Brady Houston. Racer X. Gabe Bobby Reyes.
Still diluted. Whoa, whoa. All right, drivers. Colin, Ziggy, and Mark. All right, Colin
2
taking the
minutes to the
win.
start of the race.
All right, drivers Brady, Tony, and Gabe. This is your box stock Mojave. Box stock Mojave. You guys are up. Huh? Is everything okay? All right, Tony's out of this one. It's going to just be Brady and Gabe.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Come on, come on. Chop, chop.
Gabe Bobby Reyes.
He's not checked in yet.
Brady Houston. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Tony's skipping out on this one.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers. All right, drivers, let's get them lined up on the back straightaway on pole.
15 seconds to
Brady,
start the race.
Houston. And that number 2 spot's going to be Tony Hall. And in that number 3 spot, Gabe Reyes. All right, Tony going home right there. All right, drivers. All right. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. We're racing. Box stock Mojave. 5 minutes. On the tone. All right. Brady with a nice clean start right there. Brady out front. Oh, Brady, what a traction roll. Gabe right there showing that brushless power, doing a wheelie right there down the back straightaway. All right, Brady out front. Gabe in that 2 spot. Tony bowing out of this one. All right, Brady, Gabe, and Tony. That's your running order.
4 minutes left.
All right, drivers, your race leader right there, Brady, 25.5 flat. All right, drivers, your race leader right there, Gabe out front, Brady in a 2. Uh-oh, Gabe getting tangled up.
3 minutes left.
All right, drivers. Gabe still holding it down. Gabe in that one spot. Brady in the 2. All right, Brady right there through the fast chicane. Brady out front
2 minutes
now.
left.
Gabe in that 2 spot. With 2 minutes left, drivers. 2 minutes left. All right, Gabe, Brady. Gabe right there, holding Brady down right there. Gabe putting the screws right there to Brady. Right there, Gabe mashing that throttle down the back straightaway, making it through the sweeper. Oh, side-by-side action right there. Brady getting a little bit greedy. Oh, Brady rolls it once again. That's going to allow Gabe to stretch that lead
1
out.
minute left.
Gabe, 25.511. Looks like 7/10 was the lead now, 5.9 seconds. Brady going to try and catch back up to Gabe right there. Gabe's got that brushless power, though. Let's see.
45 seconds left.
All right, up next, M-Class. M-Class, you guys are up next. All right, Brady closing that gap now, 4.2 seconds, separating first and
30
second.
seconds left.
Now 2.4. Brady right there up on the backside of Gabe now, down the back straightaway. 20 seconds left, drivers. Your race leader, Gabe, driving that pink and teal.
15 seconds left.
Brady in that 2 spot with the red and black. All right, drivers, 10 seconds. This is going to be your last lap as you come across the line. Oh, Gabe rolls it. That's going to put Brady to the point now. Let's see if Gabe takes a shortcut. Oh, Brady puts it in the penalty box right there. Gabe takes
Gabe
the
will be raised done.
win.
All drivers
Brady
are finished.
in that 2
Brady
spot.
Houston done. The race is completed.
Oh. Gabe and Brady to the winners of completeness.
Up next, race number 4. 4 WDM class. A main. Race order is Colin Gonzalez, James Johnson, Jose Gomez, Mark Pena, The Herminier, Albert Wu, Luke Mendoza.
All right, drivers. I need
Albert,
marshals.
2 minutes to
I
the
got
start
lots
of
of
the race.
racers. I'm going to definitely need marshals. If you're not in this race, I need marshals, please.
The Herminier. James Johnson, Jose Gomez, Mark Pena.
We're here. All right, waiting on Luke and Luke's out of this one.
Mark Pena,
Yep, I need marshals.
Albert Wu,
Gabe.
James Johnson. 1 minute to the start of the race. Jose Gomez, Colin Gonzalez.
All right.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
You guys all ready? All right, drivers. All right, tracks closed, drivers, tracks closed. Let's
30
get them
seconds
lined
to the
up.
start of the
On
race.
pole, it's going to be Colin Gonzalez. In that number 2 spot, it's going to be JJ. In that number 3 spot, it's going to be Jose Gomez. In that number 4 spot, it's going to be Mark Pena. In the number 5 spot, it's going to be David Herman. And in that number 6 spot, hopefully he doesn't break it, it's the house rental, Albert Wu. Hey, secret. It's because the body posts are too short. All right, Jars, all right. 4-wheel drive M-Class. Driver's ready. Marshall's ready.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right. Colin, what a nice clean start. He's got JJ in tow. All right, Albert right there trying to work his way from the back of the field right there, getting tangled up. We got Colin out front. JJ in the 2, Mark in the 3. Mark right there, right on the backside of JJ through the sweeper, side by side right there. Mark trying to make a move on JJ. JJ runs it a little bit wide. Mark takes the inside line right there. So we got Colin, Mark, JJ, Jose, Albert, and David. All right, so we got Colin out front, Mark in the 2, JJ in the 3, Jose in the 4, Albert in the 5, David in the 6 spot. Your race leader, that's going to be Colin Gonzalez right there driving that pink and white. Oh, runs it a little bit wide. Mark looks up the inside, grabs that corner dot. Oh, JJ now right there trying to make a move. Oh, JJ is a lap down. So it's going to be Colin and Mark right there. That's your 1-2 battle, pink and white, and the silver and green. Oh, Albert. Oh, Albert gets tangled up with your number 2 spot. All right, Colin, Mark, Jose, Albert, JJ. JJ and Albert right there dicing it up. So JJ right there, that pink and orange and green and orange. Albert right there with that baby blue. Huh. Yeah. Well, everybody's using the fast lipos now. The 120C lipos. All right, Colin, Mark, Jose, JJ, Albert.
3 minutes left.
And David. Oh, Mark getting tangled up right there. Uh-oh, something's burning. I smell it. Oh, is that David? You smoked? Oh, man. All right, Colin, JJ, Jose, Albert, Mark, and David. All right, Colin right there, 8-1 hot lap. Up Mark with that hot lap of the race, 8-0. Caution, sweeper. All right, so we got Colin, JJ, Albert, Jose, and Mark. That's your running order. All right, looks like Albert keeping it clean right there, trying to work his way up. That's your race leader. Oh, your race leader takes out a back marker right there. Oh, Mark takes out your number 3. All right, so we got Colin, JJ, Albert, Jose, and Mark. Now you know where I learned it from, right? Just kidding. All right, Colin, JJ, Albert, Jose, and Mark. That's your running order. Let's see. No close battles at the moment. Colin finally dropping it in barely at a 7.95. Oh, Albert getting tangled up with JJ right there. JJ is a lap up on Albert, but Albert trying to unlap himself right now. Oh, Colin taking out the back markers right there. Brady. Oh, man.
1 minute left.
All right, all right. That's going to put Jose up to that number 3 spot now. Colin causing carnage right there in the backfield.
45 seconds left.
What? Just trying to pass through them? All right, Colin, JJ, Albert, Mark, and Jose.
30 seconds left.
All right, drivers, 30 seconds left. Drivers, Colin looking to take that win. Oh, Mark with an even faster hot lap, 7.940. All right, we got Colin, 35.501. JJ in that 2 spot, Albert in the 3, Mark in the 4. All right, drivers, as time has expired, drivers, Colin's done, JJ's done, Albert's done, Mark's done, all drivers done. That is your race, drivers. Colin, JJ, and Albert. Colin taking the win. JJ in the 2, Albert in the 3.
Up next, race number 5. Euro Truck Expert. A main. Race order is James Johnson, Jose Gomez, the Hair Minutier,
You're 2 laps back.
Brady Houston, Ziggy, Gabe Bobby Reyes, Luke Mendoza.
All right, Colin, JJ, and Albert to the winner's circle, please. Winner's circle, winner's circle. Did the additional bumper work, Albert?
2 minutes to the start of the race.
You know what you need to do, Albert? You need to put the bumper at the back, too, so when Colin comes through. Brutal. Now we all know exactly why Colin's body looks like it does. All right, all right. Final race of the night. JJ, David, Jose, Brady, Ziggy, Gabe, and Luke. You guys are up. I need marshals from the last race. If you're not in this one,
Ziggy. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Like near the end, when the traction compound was coming off, I could floor it through here again. I'm not using traction compound.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
It's just, it doesn't help. Having it a little looser in the rear and having all that grip up front is great.
Gabe Bobby Reyes, the Hair Minutier.
No, just like that inner knee. Just to get a little
30 seconds to the start of the race.
it hauls ass.
you need a body.
Yeah, I wonder why, Grant. You got the other half up there.
That wasn't me. I'm telling you, there's probably a video.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Still waiting on JJ, Jose, Brady, and Luke.
Brady Houston.
Jose, something happened to Jose. I don't know. All right, I need JJ, Jose, and Luke checked in, please.
James Johnson. Jose Gomez.
All right. Final race of the night.
Mendoza.
It's going to be our Euro Truck experts right there. All right, drivers.
Track is closed. Straightaway is closed. No more laps, please.
I should have gave you stop and goes. You like blasted Albert twice. Twice. No. Twice. All right, drivers, all right. All right, drivers on pole is going to be JJ. And that number 2 spot's going to be Jose Gomez. And the number 3 spot, David Herman. And that number 4 spot's going to be Brady Houston. And that number 5 spot is going to be Ziggy. And that number 6 spot, Gabe Reyes. And that number 7 spot is going to be Luke Mendoza. All right. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, looks like JJ with a nice clean start right there. We got a car upside down. So we got, looks like it's going to be JJ, Brady, and Ziggy. That's your 1, 2, and 3. Luke in that 4 spot right there. Luke starting off strong, working his way through. So we got orange, red, green, and blue. That's your 1, 2, 3, and 4 as they work their way around. JJ holding it down. Brady in that 2 spot. Ziggy narrowly avoiding Brady right there, going into the hairpin. So we got the orange, green, red. That's your 1, 2, and 3. And your 4 spot now is going to be Jose Gomez. Now it's going to be that silver and red. Oh, your race leader right there is that all orange. Oh, that's your race leader. Luke, that's your leaders. Oh, whoa. Brady coming out on top right there. I didn't see it. You were in the way. Huh? Did he take JJ out?
4 minutes left.
All right, Brady, stop and go. All right, Brady letting JJ back through. Luke, that's your race leaders right there. Thank you very much. All right, so orange truck in the lead. JJ in the lead. Brady in the 2. So we got let's see, orange and green. That's your 1 and 2. Red with the yellow flames in that number 3 spot. Jose in that 4. Brady looking inside, outside, trying to make a pass. Oh, JJ makes a mistake. Brady gets tangled up right there. Whoa, your race leader. That's going to be that orange truck and the red and yellow in that number 2. We need a Marshall on the left side. Oh, Luke gets it back on track. All right, so let's see where he's at. It's going to be JJ out in front. Ziggy in the 2, Jose in the 3, David in the 4. Brady dropping to the 5 spot. Gabe in the 6, Luke in the 7.
3 minutes left.
All right, JJ working his way down right there, down the back straightaway, working his way through, up on the backside of Gabe. Oh, Gabe getting saved right there by JJ. Looks like Brady getting tangled up right there. Brady getting the rough short end of the stick right there. We got JJ, Ziggy, Jose, David, and Brady. That's your running order. Gabe in that number 6 spot, Luke in the 7. All right, drivers, 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. JJ, Ziggy, Jose, David, and Brady. Gabe in that 6, Luke in the 7. Let's see your race leader. Oh, your race leader getting tangled up. That's going to put Ziggy, I think, to the point now. All right, Ziggy right there, 29.505 in that number 1 spot. Jose up to the 2. JJ dropping to the 3. All right, JJ working his
minutes
way
left.
through. Trying to get back up to the point right there. David right behind JJ. Oh, David riding that rail right there. So we got Ziggy, Jose, JJ, David, Gabe, and Luke. That's your running order. Your race leader right there. Red with the yellow flames. If you see him coming, please step aside. All right, Ziggy, Jose, JJ, David, Gabe, Luke. That's your running order with 130 yards, 130 left on the clock. Jose now to the point right there. Ziggy right up on the backside. Oh, Ziggy gets tangled up with Jose. JJ gets tangled up with Ziggy. All right, it's like a game of dominoes right here in Euro Truck Expert. Jose holding it down. Oh, Jose dumping right there. That's going to allow Ziggy
1
with
minute
1
left.
minute left, drivers. Ziggy and JJ down the back straight. Uh-oh. There goes Jose dumping right there. Ziggy to the point now. JJ's got a chance. He's going to try and catch up to your number 1 spot right there.
45
So it's
seconds
going to be
left.
the red with the yellow flames on that all orange truck. That's your 1 and 2 working their way around, coming through the hairpin. Clear track in front of them with 35 seconds left on the clock, drivers. Your race leader coming up on the bridge is going to be Ziggy. JJ in that 2 spot, 1.5
seconds
seconds
left.
separating first and second. Oh, JJ cuts it a little bit tight. Jumps the corner dot. Ziggy right there through the sweeper, coming through the fast chicane, into the hairpin with 19, 20 seconds left, drivers. Your race leader down
15
the back
seconds
straightaway.
left.
Here comes JJ once again down the back straightaway. Looks like it's going to be 2 seconds separating first and second. Ziggy going to try and make a by for 1 more lap as he comes around, comes up under the bridge. Looks like Ziggy makes it through. JJ makes it through. This is going to be your final lap, drivers. Racing to the line. You're going to be done as you come
The
across the
hairman, you're done.
line. David's done.
done.
JJ's
James Johnson done. Jose Gomez
JJ's
done.
done. Ziggy's done.
Gabe Bobby
Jose's
Ray's
done.
done.
Gabe's done. That is your race, drivers. Ziggy taking the win. JJ in the 2. David in the 3. All right, I need Ziggy, JJ, and David. Winner circle, please.
All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, Ziggy taking the win. JJ and David.
Jose I Sales Jr. Let's go Gomez. Jose I Sales Jr. Choke.
All right, drivers, thank you guys very much for coming out to Wednesday night 4-wheel drive. All right, looks like tomorrow's
Jose
going to
I
be
Sales Jr.
FPV Thursday. Is going to be
Gomez, you
drone
blew the podium
racing.
just like me.
On Friday. Friday is going to be Friday night lights right there at the drift track. Saturday, we're full tilt on-road racing. And on Sunday, Super Oval. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for coming out. Don't forget, pay your bills and clean up your pit tables because only Zane's mom works here. Yours does not. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys very much.